Welcome back to Let's Play Blank Dream. It's time to cover ending 3 and see where this branch leads. Is that Grandpa? You're Rinzao. Once there was a painter. He was known as the mad genius Rinzao Usui. Rinzao's art was highly esteemed and sold for high prices. He had status and wealth. Grandpa, what are you talking about, and why are you here? Wait, look closely. I don't think he can hear us. Soon Rinzao married a woman. They had a son named Shinji. Rinzao preached the beauty of art to his wife and child, but they showed no interest in it. Rinzao's wife did not see his art, only the prices attached. Shinji, too, was taught her practicality. So it was only natural that Rinzao formed a relationship with a servant, showing true interest in art. Huh? When Shinji was eight, Shinzao and the servant had an illegitimate child. Her name was Tamaki. Rinzao kept Tamaki hidden from his wife and Shinji, managing 2 families. But between Shinji, who cared not at all for art, and Tamaki, who adored it like her mother, Rinzao's affection went toward Tamaki. That came to an end shortly after Shinji went to college and Tamaki's existence came to light. Rinzao offered his wife consolation and divorced her. Shinji, already grown, kept the name Usui. A wise choice. He knew how to make a living. Some time passed after that. When Tamaki, who Rinzao adored as a daughter and student, turned 18, Rinzao made the biggest mistake of his life. He adored his daughter Tamaki so he had a child with her. Tamaki and her mother left Rinzao. They refused even money. Tamaki seemingly birthed and raised the child, but who knows the details? Rinzao was unable to hear it. It was Ayato, because he loved art, but his mother hated it for some reason. His mother hated art because of Rinzao. That's it, right? That had to be it. Because Mizaki said that she accidentally ran over her own son, which was Ayato. Oh my god, it makes so much more sense. Oh my god. Nearly 20 years passed since that incident, and Rinzao died of illness. Nothing unusual, age comes for all. Shinji was the eldest son of the Usui family, set to inherit his fortune. But thinking of his final atonement, Rinzao passed on, leaving a will to give it all to Tamaki. The inheritance. So the boss was disputing with Tamaki over it. That man's soul is now bound here. Unlike the other souls, the world is forcing him to be here. Only the creator of this world knows why. But it seems some dead fellow has business with me. But, very well, to face my sin eternally is an appropriate afterlife for me. That's all. Sorry for the long story. Visitors are rare. I can't see or hear you. but I know you're there. Be well, dead one in soul. Let's go. There's nothing more here. I know a majority of this is going to be the same dialogue, but I'm still gonna have to read it all. That kinda sucks. My throat already hurts, and I'm probably gonna have to take a break for a bit before finishing the last two endings. First off, Mashiro, I think you can probably open this big door now. I had no problem. You had no problem opening the same kind of door earlier. Surely you can open this one if you want. But before that, listen to what I have to say now that I've got my memories back. I am Rotaro Sengoku, younger brother of Chika Usui, Mashiro's mother, and subordinate of her dad, Shinji Usui. Okay? I knew about you a while back from a New Year's card Sis sent me. To be honest, I found you cute. Not exactly a romantic thing, of course. I was captivated by your latent beauty, I suppose. But when I asked my boss about you, I learned that you'd been glum and moping as of late. And I know why. You injured someone in middle school, and Sis kept you shackled ever since. That's right. My boss invited me over to your house, and I was honestly pumped to try and help you. It made me sad to imagine such a beautiful girl moping around. He says without a second of hesitation, "No poking fun now, it's the end." Huh? But I died before it happened. We got caught in a fire at a building at work. A fire? Yes. I was with your father, and after that, well, it even kind of surprised me. Partially by will, I became a soul, and flew around to where you were, apparently. So for a year or so, between my death and yours, my spirit was sort of haunting you. What? Oh, but I was hardly conscious of anything. I just vaguely know that's what happened. For you see, ever since I saw your photo, I considered you someone beautiful and worth protecting. So even through death, I had the wish of getting to talk to you at least once. So that was your wish. So it was, and thus it's been granted. By following you, I wound up in this world, and in this world, my unrealized wish came true. So what's next, I wonder? Looks like it's this. Your body! Not sure if I'll ascend, or go to the void, or what, but this is goodbye. Mashiro, the harsh circumstances you've had, and the fact that you're dead now, I don't feel like it's irrelevant to me. I can't say don't blame your parents, but I want you to know I can't force you to understand or sympathize, but just know. Your father worried over and regretted how he spent less time with you. He wasn't just weighing you and the inheritance on a scale. Your mother was working with your father to obtain proof that the Usui fortune belonged to them. Maybe she failed to control her strength properly. Maybe she wasn't calm. But she had no ill will, I'm sure. I'm sure after the boss and I died, she endured the sorrow of losing a husband and a brother, and fought for her family. Your father and mother might have been clumsy, but they weren't cold-blooded. I just want you to know that. It's probably too late to say now, though. Oh, right. One last thing while I'm being late. There are people who value you. There are people who'd be sad about your death. It may be a bit warped, admittedly, but I'm one of them. The world's not much of a disappointment, you see. So I've done my best to encourage you. Rotaro left. If you're telling me that, then where should my wish to erase my existence go? Huh? Hey, Ayato, why are you here? Because the soul is necessary for granting your wish. Hello, me. So you successfully broke all the mirrors, and your wish will soon come true, and this world's purpose will be concluded. What do you mean? The mirror world revolves around you, Mashiro. You hold dominion over it. Once a deceased girl at Mirror Lake, once a deceased girl wished at Mirror Lake, I wish my life had never even existed. It was a very strong wish, and to fulfill it, this mirror world was created. It was made solely to realize her wish. The other souls were just extras drawn into it. She should have granted her wish in this world she made, but she wasn't able to fulfill it, because she broke before she could. Just as she created this world, she lost everything, including her memories and her wish. Not knowing her purpose or who she was, she wandered this world and fell apart. That's in the past now, a concluded tale. Unable to achieve its goal, this world went on existing, sucking in souls who died near the lake with strong wishes. That wasn't Mashiro, was it? Of course. It was someone long before you, the first person to come to this world. Several years later, a girl threw herself into the lake. Amazingly, she had the same wish as this world's creator. So that this world could complete its duty, it chose a new soul to control it. And so, since you carried the same wish, you became the new ruler, usurping the originator. The wish the world sought to grant stayed the same, only the person in the center of it was replaced. I was made the ruler of this world. The extra riffraff who feel jealousy towards you still see the broken originator as the rightful ruler. And maybe, broken though she may be, she's personally gotten in your way at times. Even so, you successfully broke all the mirrors, even without wasting weeks or months being lost. You shattered and erased all remnants of you in the form of mirrors containing your past. Having recorded all your actions, I can attest to that. But it's not over just yet. This boy's soul is absolutely necessary for total erasure of your life, because he's simply too significant to you. Without eradicating his soul, your life can't be nullified. So it was none other than you who unconsciously bound his soul to this world, such that you could kill him by your own hand. You aren't telling me I have to kill Ayato. What's the problem? You may feel guilty for a second, but right after that, you'll have never existed. Mashiro, you're still suffering, huh? If you kill me, you'll be free of your pain. Right after my death, your conflict will end. It's your world. You can make the choice. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I've overcome a lot of obstacles coming here. I've looked back on my past and erased it. But is it really right to just make it so I never existed? Thinking back, it was a boring life. I wouldn't say it was entirely devoid of enjoyment. But if you ask whether I'd live the same life again, I'd absolutely refuse without a doubt. In fact, If I had to say, I've come to hate it all. I wish my life had never even existed. And yet I've learned that my mom and dad gave their best efforts for me, clumsy as they were. And I know there's a person who valued me, going so far as to come to this world to encourage me. Can I make all of that happen? Something that never happened? Can I make all of that something that never happened? I can't. I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it anymore. Dad's secret distress, Mom's painful effort, even Ryotaro's unusual concern for me. I can't just make it all be gone. That's not my wish anymore. Are you really sure about that? Whatever you think, whatever you know, it won't actually change the harsh reality. Are you still giving up your wish? I am. I see. I, the mirror world, accept abandoning the wish. Its reason for being ends here. Huh? This world can vanish when the ruler's wish is granted, or they abandon it with clear intent. It won't be left up in the air like it had been. So everyone here will vanish. Except for you, Mashiro. To get straight to the point, you're not dead yet. Huh? Your soul has left your body, of course, but your body isn't actually dead. You drowned yourself, but as it happens, a passerby found you. They called it in right away, and though unconscious, you were saved. It was a failed attempt. Mashiro, when your soul leaves here, it'll be forced back into your body. But what you've done in this world won't be written off. The memories you erased by breaking the mirrors won't come back when you return to life. You didn't actually carry out your wish, so the actual past isn't gone, but your memories of it are. Maybe you'll remember talking with me a bit, but things like meeting me at the lake? Are you still prepared to leave this place? Can you live in a world you've given up on living in once before? I'll live. Because I'm not dead yet. For you protecting me, and what this world's given me, I want to give it another try. I see. That's a relief then. I'm not scared of vanishing without getting my wish. Because my wish coming true would just set me free from this world. But now all the souls will be freed, right? That's a happy thing for me. I feel sure of that. Mashiro, leave incenses or something at my grave. Think of it like saying hi. Okay, I'll be sure to find your grave. She's 7 years and it ends like this. As long as the ruler's satisfied, I suppose. Will the one who created this world go to heaven too? Not sure about heaven or hell, but they'll be free from this world to go where they go. That's good. I say ruler, but you're more of a usurper, technically. I'm a little scared about how much I'll forget, but I won't lose my time in this world. And I won't ever wish to erase the events to come. It's time to go. After that, I regained consciousness in a hospital bed. Apparently, I really had been saved and my soul returned safely from the mirror world. My mother was there, looking at me in a way I hadn't felt in years. Mashiro, you're awake? Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. If I had lost you too. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I drove you to do this, didn't I? My mother was shocked by my suicide attempt and apologized for her harsh discipline. My head felt very hazy. I only remember that she was my mother, who became very strict at some point. It took a lot just to recognize that as real. And as I thought about it, fear and unease toward my mother came up from gaps in my memory. But it's okay. Rotaro had told me about the pressure on the Usuis, and now death had taxed my mother's mind. Now that I was able to accept that, it was easy to hold my mother's hand. My brain had suffered memory loss, and I could no longer remember many past events. I remembered Iyato was someone important to me, but I had no concrete memories of him. But I distinctly remember talking in the mirror world, and felt considerable warmth from that alone. I clearly remembered Usui and Rotaro too. I probably only met them in the mirror world. Ultimately, my mother gave up on the inheritance, and we lived a simple life together. Things were a little strict at my high school, but I think I can handle it now. After all, this is the world I've come to after many shortcuts and detours. Okay, I'd better head to bed. I have school tomorrow, and tonight, I hope I have good dreams. Those are definitely two very good alternatives to this story, but nothing can compare to the first ending. The first ending is still very, very clear in my mind, and it is still very much in my mind. But I'm gonna take a little break after this, just to give my throat time to rest. And honestly, I really shouldn't be recording this. I should be finishing up the other Let's Play that I have going on, but I'm just so invested in this story and I want to know how everything ends. But for now, that concludes another ending of life. That concludes another ending of Blank Dream. I'm really looking forward to when I can eventually put this Let's Play out. I'm recording this entire Let's Play far in advance before I actually upload any of it. As to why I'm doing that, the game is just too good. I just want to keep on playing, and I just can't seem to put it down. Ending 3. Small Happiness. This, too, is a proper ending. Until next time, everyone.